A dim stage, 5 silhouettes stand beneath a single spotlight. The tenor rises, the falsettos glides, and beneath it all, a steady bass voice that sounds like a bedrock. For decades, as soul music evolved from street corner doo-wop to orchestrated masterpiece, one consistent remained: the deep tone that anchored the Dells. He wasn't the loudest voice and he wasn't the frontman, but without him, the harmony would drift. This is the story of the man who laid down the foundation of soul music and proved that the deepest voices often carries the greatest weight. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Chuck Barksdale. Now before we start, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on January 11th, 1935 in Chicago, Illinois, Chicago in the 50s was alive with harmonies. Gospel choirs echoed through churches, while doo-wop quartets transformed street corners into concert halls. It was in this environment that Chuck Barksdale developed his voice, not as a soloist, but as a cornerstone. His bass tone carried the warmth of gospel and the precision of a group harmony, setting the stage for a lifetime of musical foundation building. Barksdale is one of the original members of the R&B group The Dells. The Dells was originally known as the L Rays, and it was formed in 1952 at Thornton High School in Harvey, Illinois. When the Dells formed in the early 50s, they set out to master harmony. Unlike many groups that was chasing trends, they pursued balance, each voice serving a purpose. Barksdale's bass was that purpose anchor. In a vocal arrangement, the bass doesn't demand attention. It commands stability, and stability is exactly what the Dells needed as their journey began. The group's first hit came in 1956 with the song "Oh What a Night," which was also famously performed at the Apollo Theater in New York. When the group found their early success with this song, tragedy struck in 1958 when a devastating car accident injured members and temporarily halted their rise. Michael McGill was seriously injured, and Johnny never returned to the group. They reunited in 1960 with a new member, Johnny Carter, taking over as lead singer. During the group's hiatus, Barksdale briefly sang with the Moonglows, a group that also included the late Marvin Gaye. In the 60s, the Dells reinvented themselves at Chess Records, embracing a richer, more orchestrated soul sound with lush arrangements and emotional storytelling. Their music matured, but the foundation remained unchanged. Barksdale's bass voice continued to ground the harmonies, allowing the group to explore new musical heights without ever losing balance. Although the Dells was a doo-wop group, they continued success all the way through the 90s. Between the years of 1956 and 1992, the Dells chalked up a total of 46 hits on the Billboard and R&B charts, including classics as "Oh What a Night," "Stay in My Corner,"
"Stay Darling,"
"Always Together,"
"Together, Just You,"
and "Give Your Baby a Standing Ovation."
From the roar of 1,000 voices comes a sound you learn to know.
After the success of "Oh What a Night," the Dells performed for 2 years as an opening act for Dinah Washington. The group also sang backup on Washington Records' "Tears and Laughter." Next, the Dells opened up for Ray Charles while he toured. A bass singer's role is often invisible, but it's very essential. The bass provides depth, emotional gravity, and structure. It transformed harmonies into architecture. Barksdale understood that instinctively. He didn't overpower, he didn't compete. He supported, and in doing so, he made greatness possible. While many vocal groups fade within changing musical trends, the Dells endured for decades. Their secret wasn't reinvention alone, it was consistency. Through every stylistic shift, Barksdale's voice remained the group's sonic anchor. reminding listeners of the timeless power of harmony. Longevity in music requires more than talent. It demands trust, discipline, and unity. Barksdale's calm demeanor and professionalism helped maintain the brotherhood that defined the Dells. He led, not with ego, but with example, proving that humanity can sustain a legacy. In 1991, Robert Townsend's film The Five Heartbeats was loosely based on the musical lives of the Dells. The group was inducted into both the vocal group and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, and you can still catch them performing to this day. The blueprint that was perfected by the Dells continues to influence vocal groups today. The balance between soaring leads and the grounded bass remains essential, a structure that Barksdale helped refine. His influence can be heard wherever harmony thrives. Barksdale's greatness wasn't measured by solos or headlines. It was measured by endurance, by stability, and by the ability to hold harmony together for over a half a century. He proved that the deepest voices don't just support the music, they define its soul. When the final note fades, what remains is the foundation. And Chuck Barksdale gave soul music that foundation. It was steady and timeless, because while melodies may soar, it's the bass that gives them a place to land. Sadly, on May 15th, 2019, Barksdale passed away at the age of 84. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by the Dells? After the recent update, YouTube is only promoting my videos to about 20% of my audiences. So, to change that, just make sure that the notification bell says all instead of personalized, so you will be notified each time I upload. Before I go, I want to take a second to promote my Discord. Over here, I provide a safe space for my supporters. We discuss music of all genres. You can provide me feedback on recent uploads, etc. If that interests you, then go ahead and check me out. The link is in my bio. While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.